Hi, it's me, Tori from hobbysTORies. Today is July 13th. This is FlossTube 22. I know, it's a little late. Problems. Just problems. Let's see. Today I'm going to be talking about cross-stitch whips. I have one I'm working on. I have 6 I actually finished since my last video. And then I have a little bit of a haul that we got at Michael's. And I'll be talking about my books at the end. And I'll let you know when I do each one of those. And that way, if you don't want to watch it, you can just shut it off. Okay, well. Welcome back, everybody that's been here before. Thank you for everybody that's new. And thank you for all the comments on my last video. So, here we go. So, as you all know, if you watch my other videos, I was working on a rotation back in March. Let's start in March. On April 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I started 4 Mirabilia Angels that I was asking everyone to do a stitch along with me, Angelic April. And I was working on those like every 4 days I would work on one. And then I decided to just start doing them by color, where they all except one had mostly the same colors. The last one had a few extra colors because she was more colorful. So I started just doing it by color. So I would just pick like white. And I would do all the white on all 4, and then I'd move to the next color and stuff. And then I got to May 1st, and Coral, my daughter, wanted a Mermaid finished, which I did. I'll show you her again. She's right here. I finished Coral Mermaid. She was Joan Elliott. I do believe I made the video for her. Actually, I made 2. I made my regular video talking about it, and then I did a start to finish video showing all of her pictures and stuff. But here she is. She's so pretty. She's finished. She has been washed and ironed, and all of her lines came out where I did the grid, and she's perfect. Let's see, can I sharpen? Not really. Okay. Well, here she is. She's so pretty. And we got her done. We just haven't decided what to do with her yet. I don't know if I'm putting her on stretcher bars, a canvas, doing her on the cardboard like I usually do, pillow, I don't know. We haven't decided yet, but she's all finished, and here she is. So I finished her in May. And then I started my Mirabilia Angels, and that's all I was working on the last video that I did, which was June 16th. Why I thought doing 4 Mirabilias was going to be fast, because they were like little Mirabilias, you know, and wrong, so wrong. They took me, well, the whole month of April, and then the last 2 weeks of May, the whole month of June. I mean, I just recently finished them. Let me see, I finished them in I finished the first one on June 27th, the second one on June 29th, the third one on June 30th, and the last one on July 3rd. So they became April, May, June, and one went into July. Why I thought they were going to be easy, I have no idea, but I'm not doing that again. Anyway, I got them finished, so I'm going to show you what they look like. So this is my first one. See, I bought these little, I'll show you the back of this one. They're canvases, but they're like super duper thin canvases. Look how thin that is right there. I thought they were big fat ones like, you know, artists use and stretcher bars and stuff. They weren't. So, but I'm going to make these work. Anyway, here is 1997. She was my first one I did. I finished her. And I did put 1997 on there because that was the year Coral was born. So I personalized this one. I have her on here. I used straight pins to go along the edge of the canvas. And then right now I have her clipped on there so that I can start lacing it. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do, but so I have her started to be finished. Okay, so she was finished, well, she was started April 1st, and she was finished on June 27th. I used all DMC. She has all DMC metallic, and these are assorted beads, and everything I stitch on is 14 count Aida, unless I specify otherwise. And I dyed this with acrylic paint. Okay, second one. This is Mirabilia, and these were all free on her website. This is Mirabilia 2000. I started her on April 2nd. I finished her on June 29th. Again, I have her like straight pinned in. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. She is all DMC. She had assorted beads that I bought in a little tube. I bought, it was 5 tubes of like whitish, clearish beads from somebody. I think it was that one in Las Vegas. What's that one in Las Vegas? Stitcher's Paradise, I think. I bought those. They worked perfectly. And again, 14 count Aida that I dyed with acrylic paints. So that's number 2. Number 3 was 2004. She was started on April 3rd, finished June 30th, all DMC. I used Krynex and assorted beads, and she was also 14 count Aida acrylic dyed. And the last one is 2006. See, she has way more colors than the other ones did. This one has reds and pinks and greens, and she has a lot of metallic. So this one was started, this one is 2006. It was started on April 4th and finished July 3rd. I used DMC floss, I used Krynex, and I used DMC metallic, and I used assorted Melhill beads. What I learned from metallic, oh, this one was so annoying because look at all of that metallic. She would get all of her metallic twisted. So I took a bamboo skewer, one of those things that you buy like in the dollar store that, let me see if I can find one. I got one laying here somewhere. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Okay, I do. A bamboo skewer, and then come down and then release it And that was the best way to do metallics, so they didn't cramp up, they didn't knot up. It took me longer because I was using this, but it worked perfectly, and it solved aggravation because there was lots of aggravation. So anyway, that was my 4 free Mirabilias from April that I started. So I had said before in my other video that when they're done, I am going to finish projects. I had too many whips going. So I took out the next one that needed to be finished, and it was Nutcracker Suite. And, here, I can do this, I think. I did not do it the way it was supposed to be done. I just showed the picture. I just did like a little frame. I took the Santa in the middle and made him an elf. And then I just did the bow and the greenery at the top. And so, of course, I had to move these 2 over because he was supposed to have like this big bag of toys. But I am so glad this one is done. It is way colorful. I mean, it looks okay on here, but in person, it's very, very colorful. And I love it. So, that one was actually started on October 4th, 1920. Or 2020. Not 1920. And finished on July 6th, 21. I used all DMC, and it's 14 count acrylic dyed. I used like reds and greens to make it Christmassy. So that was my 9th finish of the year. And then I had this kit that was next. This one is a kit that we bought from AC Moore before they went out of business. And I got it started. And I had only had like, I don't know, I think I had like all of this up here done. I showed the picture. And I just got it out and started working on it. I had messed up, where was it? Over here. You can't really see the white. It was white fabric. And I acrylic dyed it like a blue and a green. But I had messed up. I got from here all the way over to here and then realized it was way up here and it was way too high. So I had to bring it down. But I did this one. I'm very glad it's finished. Like I said, it was a kit, so I used whatever was in the kit. Why isn't this focusing? There, that's focused. There it goes. So it was in the kit. The artist is Claire Comerford. It was by Nicole Studio. And I ran out of some floss in between, so luckily they had DMC conversions. I went and grabbed those. I do believe it was the dark purple and the like off-white or light gray or whatever it's called down here that I had to use. And this was 14 count Ada acrylic dyed. And then I pulled out my, and I started it on September 29th of 20 and finished it on July 10th of this year. Okay, so my next project is Dragonfly Fairy from Joan Elliott. Last time you saw her, I was still working on this wing, and all of the rest of this here was finished. I pulled it out, and I finished the wing. I put in the chronic lines, and now I'm starting down here. This is the top half. I divided into 8 sections. So this is the 4th part of the top. Here's what it's supposed to look like and what it looked like last time. And I started this on October 3rd, 2020. So this is how far I am right now in 21, you know, because I laid it aside for like 3 months, 3.5 months, somewhere around there. So this is my main focal piece right now. And unless I get maybe bored with it or tired of looking at it, and then I'll pull out one of my sampler pieces and stitch on that. And because I'm just trying to get things done. So I want to get down to where I just have the 2 full coverage, and then I can start working on the undertails that Coral wants done. So that is all of my cross stitch that I have finished and am working on. And if that's all you care about, thank you so much, because now I'm going to move into what we bought at Michael's. Oh, and I also want to add that I crocheted this. It's like a trivet for my baking sheets, so I can set them on the counter, because I used to have a bunch of pot holders, and they're too small, you know, pot holders. So I made one of these so it won't burn the counter and stuff like that. It's just double crochet into a rectangle. So, okay, on to Michael's. Can't go to a craft store without getting fabric. So I bought, and I've never bought this before, I bought Loops and Threads, Ada. Never bought it before. So this one is, I don't know if you can tell. And then I also bought a, now this one is Charles Craft, and it's also like a tan. But together, they look different, because this one has specks, and this one is solid color. I bought something online. I can't remember what it was, but I picked this up. It's blue Ada. Something, oh, from Joanne's. We made a big fabric haul. I'll show that later when I start like showing the things I made. I can show you one thing. During Prime Day, it goes into my haul, I had a Kindle Paperwhite, and I had dropped it on the floor, and it like made spider lines. It had like a big like chip in the middle, but you couldn't feel it. It was just chipped underneath, and then it had like spider lines. It didn't really annoy you while you were reading it, but I was scared I was going to drop it again, and something happened. So I bought another Paperwhite on Prime Day. They already had it on sale. And then I had a coupon for making a purchase somewhere on Amazon. And I got this for like $59, $79, I can't remember. But I made this so that you could hold on to it. I bought a case for it to go across the back. And so while I had it, I wanted to make sure it was protected. This is some of the fabric we bought. And I bought this really pretty button that kind of matches it, which is really cool. But I made a Kindle case. It's got batting inside. And as long as I keep this in there, sometimes I remember, it's pretty much protected, so that's cool. So, we made that. We have fabric for other things that we want to make, and I'll show those once I start doing it. While I was there, I also, because this is the very first time we've been to this Michael's. We've only been to Michael's once before, and it was out at the mall. And it's a hassle to get to in and out. But we went to this one. I bought E6000, because everybody's always talking about how handy it is for everything. I also bought a tape measure with centimeters on it because I didn't have one, or at least I couldn't find it. There's my other button. But this is the Michaels that took over AC Moore here right down the street from us. And it was really, really nice. I mean, it's kind of set up like AC Moore. It's just different from AC Moore. I also got 2 étoiles, I think you call them. Try. And then we got a couple spools of thread that we need for our sewing projects. I also bought another one of these craft bags. Let's see, where's the tag? Here's the tag. It's called Artist Loft. I use it for my coloring stuff. It holds coloring books, and it holds colored pencils, and then all the little pouches on the outside hold, you know, ink pencils, erasers, markers, whatever. And it's only like $5.99, so I went ahead and bought another one because it's just wonderful to have. So for right now, it's just holding all my goodies. While we were there, this is something AC Moore never had. They had a grad bag for $5. And we, of course, didn't know what was going to be in it. So we went ahead and picked one up. Coral picked it out. And inside, we are very happy. We got 2, but that's okay. They're like little sloths that you crochet. And that way we can each have one because they're kits. They come with everything inside. Instructions. You get a hook. You get a needle. You even get fiber fill. You get everything you need inside. And those are adorable. And then also in that grab bag was 3 of this loops and threads yarn, which I have never tried before. It's in the color, does it tell you what color it is? Concrete. I really like it. It's like a gray. We got 3 big balls of that. Regularly $7.99 each. And then $3.20 for clearance. And then there was also one of these, which is cream. So I'm thinking shawls, I'm thinking cowls, I'm thinking those wrist warmer things. I'm thinking all kinds of stuff because I love these. We were going to use it for these, but you get everything you need in there, so I'll just do that. And then one more thing. Coral was looking for Funko because Joanne's has Funko, but Michael's did not. So while we were in the toy department, we found a Titanic kit. And it's going to look like that. And we went ahead and got it because we love it. We love Titanic. And we also have another one that I had forgotten we got. This one we bought somewhere, and it stands on a stand like that. We love Titanic. So there's 2 more projects I got to do, huh? So I've got 2 Titanics to put together. I've got the 2 sloths to crochet. And I have her undertale stuff, not to mention all the stuff I'm already working on. So, that's it of our haul. Because like I said, all the fabric and stuff, I'll show that while we go. So here, let's find something we can lay here. We'll just alternate projects. As far as buying more stuff, we're not really planning on going back there. That was just to go and see what was at Michael's because I kind of needed the thread to make the sewing projects. And we thought, well, let's just go in there planning on buying a couple things and we'll just kind of look around, see if we ever want to go back, see how different from AC Moore. and we really like it. I'm glad it's there, and now we don't have to go all the way down to the mall and traffic and parking and the highway, and it's just a lot easier to get to because, like I said, this one's right down the street. So, okay, well, if you're still here and you don't care about what books I read, thank you for watching, and I'm moving on to books right now. So, books I have read. Okay, the books I read. I read The Springtime Mail Order Bride by Kit Morgan. I gave that one a 5. I really like that one. This month, since the last video, I've been just reading everything on my Kindle. So they're all Kindle books. When I got my new Paperwhite, I got 3 months free for Kindle Unlimited. So I'm trying to read as much as I can from there while I have it, because I'm probably not going to renew it. So some of these are on Kindle Unlimited. Some of them I already had through Amazon. So, like I said, I read that. I read Southern Charmer. I gave that one a 5. That one was by Jessica Peterson. I also read, and Kit Morgan is one of my favorite authors. And this is also one of my favorite authors. It's Kirsten Osborne. I read Lazy Love. I gave it a 5. I also read Firecrackered. This is another one of my favorite authors. Is Patricia Rockwell. And Firecrackered is an S.E. Cobb senior sleuth mystery. I gave it a 5. Kindle Unlimited. I got Daisy McDare Fall Favorites. It was a 14-book set, and it's from K.M. Morgan. I gave that one a 4. I mean, they were pretty good books. It's about an interior decorator that goes around and does crimes on the side. I got, because I love keeping up appearances, so I saw that they had Bouquet Residence, Lady of the House speaking. It was about trivia of keeping up appearances. I love that show. It was by Lady Penelope Fairweather, and I gave that a 4 because I thought it was going to be different than what was actually in the book, and I could only read it on my Kindle Fire, and some of the pictures and stuff were missing, so I just gave it a 4. I also read, and this was a big one. This was a 7-book set. It was A Rake's Ruin, 7 Regency romances. It's like historical fiction. I can't remember the year it was set in, or even the country. But it is by Tammy Andresen, and I gave that one a 5. I really enjoyed that book. So I'm looking into more of her books. She had a lot of historical fiction, which I seem to like. I never really liked it that much before, but since getting my Kindle, I like a lot more. I also read 2 erotic books, and if you really want to know what they are, I'll tell you. But I gave one a 3 and one a 4. I do believe I've already had these in my thing. I have a lot of erotic books that they gave away free on Amazon for Kindle, so I read them now and then, and so I read both of those. I also finished The Chef's Mail Order Bride by Cindy Caldwell. I gave that one a 4. I mean, that one was okay. And then I just finished Valentine by Patricia Rockwell, and it was also an S.E. Cobb senior mystery. I gave that one a 4. And right now I am starting Winning the Spinster's Heart by Kit Morgan, and I'm like 32% through there. It's a mail order bride thing. So, but that's all I got. Oh, and in case you wanted to know, on my Kindle, these are like when you're laying down, you can put your finger in there and then it holds your book up and you don't have to like sit here, because sometimes I like hit right here and then I lose where I am and you have to go back. So if I keep my hand behind it, then it's perfect. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm hoping to do a video again in 2 weeks. I probably will not be done with Dragonfly Fairy, but I might be done with something else, like, I don't know, one of the sewing projects we're working on, or one of the Titanics or something. So, but that's all I got for now. I hope everybody's staying safe. We've been venturing out again. We've been to the grocery store and Michael's. Let's see, we went to Walmart once. We've been to a hardware store because I had to get bolts and stuff for one of my cross-stitch stands. And we only go out like once a week, every 2 weeks, somewhere around there. But it's nice to be able to buy your groceries again. So, like I said, that's all I got for now. Reading, I'm just reading what I feel like, and just trying to get projects done around here. So, I'm going to say bye. I'm going to say again, thank you for watching me. If you've lasted this long, I hope you like what I show. And I know I'm not really doing a lot of projects, but I'm trying. So, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.